like I'm having like a whatever, like I'm in a recording studio basically.
Nah, it wouldn't sound like that in the studio.
Okay, my fault, Dave. You know everything, right?
No, because like they put those pads on the wall so the sounds don't bounce off.
Yeah. I know that, but I'm just saying.
So it's no echo. Don't try to act like I know everything, like I'm a know-it-all. That's not
You
the case.
do. You are a know-it-all. You know you're a know-it-all.
I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, bro. You got it.
That's wild.
All right. Let's not be dramatic.
That was him.
Ladies.
Oh, that was me?
That was you.
This is my birthday in 4 days. You gonna do this to me?
I am gonna do
Wow.
that. That was you. It's not your birthday today. Fuck you. Fuck you, Trina from Victorious. Talking about her birth week.
My birth week.
No. You hate Trina?
No, I was gonna say I hate people that make their birthday out to be like, oh my god, it's my birthday month. Like, I'm not celebrating your fucking birthday all month with you.
Remember, I'm not gonna name no names on here, but you remember the joke from my school who would do that?
Oh my god, bruh, it was her birthday for like 3 months, bruh. For like 3 months, bruh. That's crazy.
Bullshit.
Oh shit, let me welcome the people in. They might be listening to this talking about something. What the fuck? But anyways, welcome to another edition of the hottest pod in the streets, aka the socially distant podcast. I'm your host, Ragib, here with a few of my friends. There's some pretty cool people, you know. We got Kayla here.
Yeah, sometimes we get pretty cool people. Sometimes we get closest friends. It all depends on what.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, you know the vibes. We got Kayla here. We got Josh here. How y'all doing today?
Good. I'm chilling.
Yeah, living life out here in the streets.
You know, yesterday was a pretty big day in life. It was Juneteenth. How did y'all celebrate?
Nothing.
Well, I'm not black, so
it's okay. You can still celebrate black people on Juneteenth.
I support in spirit. I'm there for everyone in spirit, you know.
As you should. You know, man. Yeah. I just celebrated by being black, man. That's all. Exactly. I celebrate.
So you did.
I celebrate Juneteenth every day, man. I'm a black man. You feel me? I am waiting on my shirt though. That I ordered. So hopefully that get here in time. I ordered a shirt like 2-3 weeks ago.
Look at you.
Good for you, dog.
But we have a very special event coming up this week. It is Josh's birthday. Josh turning 22.
Gang gang.
June 24th.
Gang gang.
You know what I'm saying? That man stepping up there. You know, he an old man now.
You an old man too.
No,
he's
man.
Gonna be old. You guys just turned 22. I'm gonna be turning 23.
Damn, old ass head. I can't relate. She's stepping into the LeBron year.
Facts.
So you know, the 24th is on what day? It's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. So that's when this episode dropped too.
Well, you think I put it as
so everybody who listening right now, go drop Joshua
happy birthday.
And go drop Josh a little Venmo, you know what I'm saying?
$1
or Cash App, you know. Give him $6.24.
Yo, that's tough.
Or $22.
Or $624. That's cool too.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever, you know. Or you know.
We got all those cool sugar mamas following us
on the gram. Yeah. Or you could do $62,400.
What?
And 98 cents.
and 98 cents. Plus tax.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
we trying to get my man some bread. Like I don't understand.
Well, yeah, but do you think everyone listening to us is gonna do over $6,000?
Who knows?
Look, maybe. We had a better shot with just pushing it at the $22. Like, let's just leave it there.
We gotta listen. We gotta put it out there for the sugar mamas that's listening. You feel me?
True.
Because you know they support us on the gram. Maybe we should message one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Should
I
we-
said I was, and you were like, nah.
That's a good
Should we
idea.
should we like message one of them and like tell them to come on the pod and be like, yo, why you be doing this?
That would be tough.
Yeah, bro. I think we gonna do that, yo.
We should, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have a sugar mama episode and a sugar daddy episode. Fuck it. But anyway.
Say less.
But anyways, before we start our episode, we do have a very special interview today. Me and Josh's guys, the two goats of Immaculata University, our guys Chap P. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 302 gang, two Delaware natives, the only two people from Delaware that's bearable out here. Because let's be honest, Delaware low-key a trash state.
Whoa, calm down.
Where you live at now? Where you live at now?
It's not as bad as Jersey.
Oh yeah, no, Jersey is the worst. Jersey is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Why you gotta pay $5 to come back from Jersey?
Right? Like the
you wanna know why?
audacity that they have.
Because Jersey broke. PA would never. So we're gonna get into that interview and then we're going to get into the rest of the show. Two very special guests with us on the Socially Distant podcast. These are two legends, two guys that I've had the pleasure of making their acquaintance over the past few years. Josh's former teammates. We got Immaculata greats, Will Chapman and Mike Pekarsky. What's up, y'all?
What's up, gang? What's up?
Yo.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling today?
Pretty good.
Same, likewise, bro. Happy to be here. Just happy to be here.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time. We've been trying to get y'all on for a little while, so I'm glad y'all, you know what I'm saying, finally took the time, you know, to pull up on us small guys. I know y'all doing big things out here.
Yo, y'all the goats, man. I see y'all create a space right here with this podcast, so shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. We not about to get into the who the GOAT battle because you know we do that when we see each other. But
you know that Spider-Man meme, bro. That's how it's gonna be out here.
All the time, bro. All the time, bro.
All right.
Yeah, man. So tell the people a little bit about yourselves before we get started.
Do you wanna go?
Yeah. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. You know, I went to Immaculata, played basketball. I got a job out of school with financial planning. I'm back at home living good, just going to work and, you know, working out. So, I mean, it's been going well for me personally.
Yeah. That's the GOAT right there, too. He's being modest. That's the best player to ever come out of Immaculata University, y'all. So
That's big facts.
You know who y'all talking to right here. That's the GOAT.
Nah, I could personally attest.
Yeah, real rap. But hey everybody, I'm Will Chapman. Came out of Wilmington, Delaware too, just like Mike. Went to Concord High School, so shout out to all my Delaware folks. Entered Immaculata in 2014, graduated in 2018. Was a point guard for 4 years, and I had the pleasure of alongside Josh and Mike here, the two GOATs. So happy to be here. After Immaculata, I got a job thanks to Coach Jay. Shout out to him. And so it was important to have connections out here at this company called Radio. So I'm a financial analyst and do a lot of budgeting and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, it's me.
Chap a goat in the classroom too. Don't let it get it twisted. He was up
Yeah.
Don't let him fool you too, because he was a Hall of Fame dimer on the court too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Definitely. So
go ahead.
Go ahead,
No, go ahead, bro.
All right. I was gonna say, why did y'all choose Immaculata? Let's just start there at your beginnings.
I choose Immaculata. I definitely wanted to keep playing basketball, and you know, I went to St. Elizabeth's High School, so it's a small Catholic school. So all the schools I was really looking at to play, you know, were smaller schools. I like Immaculata because, you know, it's close enough to home that, My parents could watch all the games, which they did, and I just like the campus and the atmosphere when I first visited. I think it gives off good vibes the first time you see it. It's pretty cool looking campus with the buildings, the space around there. So that's really the reason I chose it. I thought it was good tool for me to develop and be stand out instead of being a number at a different school.
Chap.
No, so I think a lot wasn't even like my first option. Unfortunately, it was kind of like a last second thing. So a couple other schools I was interested in going fell through at the last minute. And I remember the coach at the time, Terrence, I think he saw me my senior year. I think maybe it was a summer league game. We talked. He was like, "Yo, come here." But I mean, I didn't pay no mind. And then comes December my senior year, I had to hit his phone and like, "Hey, bro, you got a spot?" So later on, I took a visit. I fell in love with the campus. I liked how it was a kind of a small school, so I wouldn't just be like a number. The teachers would know me on a first name basis, so that was really cool. And yes, kind of played into my decision.
So
that was kind of like this experience I had with Immaculata. Like the first time I visited, I came up and played like pickup with all y'all. I just like felt like that was like the place.
It's a good family vibe.
Yeah, it is.
Go
cool.
ahead.
So tell us kind of like what it's like being college basketball players and just that lifestyle that y'all was living, as student athletes at the collegiate level and being at Immaculata.
I'll start. Yeah. So I would say it was definitely a grind, man. Like college, I feel like I liked it because you had a lot of free time when you're not in classes. But with basketball, all your free time, it was either studying or getting in the gym, getting better, or having practice. So it was definitely a grind. But I think that kind of helped me stay focused in the classroom, to be honest. And I think that's kind of how I excel. So it's difficult, but I think it was worth the challenge. And since we're at a small school like Immaculata, the teachers were real nice, real cool. They would work with you, so they know it's a grind as well. So whenever you needed extra help or you needed extra time for something, they would accommodate you. So I think that was one of the coolest things about being at a small school.
So
to go along with Chap, I think my fault. I'm answer too, and I don't know.
Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, so go along with Chap, I think being a student athlete is a lot harder than people think. Like those first 2 years, freshman and sophomore year, you're supposed to do all these workouts and you do them with the team and stuff, but you got to do the individual ones on the side by yourself. Me and Chap a lot of mornings, as we got older, be in a room, shooting around, getting stuff, before classes or something. I feel like I didn't know that going in. The first couple of years, you see other people doing it, and you don't think you should be doing it. You think maybe you're too good or something around it. Like with the teachers and everything, Chap said, they definitely give you that space and help you with extra time to do if you need it. So I think being a student athlete definitely has its benefits to it.
Yeah, just one more, just to go off P, like with being a student athlete, is what you put into it, what you got out of it. And that's the same way in a job and the real world. So that's the coolest part about it. If you go hard in basketball and you can see the results, you work out as much as you can, you'll get better. If you spend your time in the classroom, you'll get smarter. So it's definitely what you get out of it. And I think that kind of helped with my transition into the corporate America too. So shout out to basketball and being a student athlete. It's well worth it.
Yeah.
So as college athletes, it's a lot of talent, even at the D3 level, clearly. So when y'all got to school, like what was that moment where y'all was like, oh shit, this is not high school no more?
Bro, I remember it had to be the first or second week I was on campus. We had this one guy, my freshman year, this dude named Mamadou. He was a beast, bro. He was like, you guys, what I'm talking about. He's 6'3", probably 2.
Yeah.
He's a monster. And I mean, we had dudes that height in high school, but it was nobody that strong. I think the first thing I learned once I started playing pickup with these guys is like the strength and the speed of the game in college was completely different. It is just pickup. So going against him, I got caught in a pick and roll. I'm trying to stick him in a post, bully. He threw me to the ground. Like that's when I think I really noticed this is a little different out here. I never got bullied like that in life, so it's definitely a little different in college.
P, what about you?
Yeah. So for me, I think the very first time I realized like it wasn't high school no more was we used to do from the preseason. Oh, I got to do it for you. In the preseason, we used to do like 6 a.m. workouts with Mark Huber. He coached at Temple now. So the very first 6 a.m. workout we had, it was on the hills in front of Villa. We were out there for like an hour and a half. I almost threw up. We went a mile, went up in hills, doing like barrel crawls. I didn't, like at that moment, like you wanted to quit, but you wanted to get through it. So else you get through it. That was my very first experience. That was like the first week on campus, and then like in the real game, the first couple games we played all right, and then we went down to a school called Sydney Hampton or Hampton Sydney, and they blew us out by like 40 points. They had like 7-footers out there, 6 feet guards, going alley oop. That was like the very first game. I'm like, damn, like there's definitely talent at Division III. It's just if you keep working at it, you can be as good as them or better. But you just gotta put the work in. Those are my two examples. Like, damn, I'm not ever saying these no more.
Yeah, those 6 a.m. workouts used to kill me. Like,
Kill
when
it.
I had it with
We used to have
the lacrosse coach.
religiously every single day. Yeah. We did them, and we did like Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. And if somebody was late, like the next day would be 5 a.m. If you wasn't there at 6 o'clock, anyone else was waiting on you, and then we would just do 5 a.m. the next day. So we did that a few times. So it just made it even worse. That shit, it definitely had me in shape and like definitely taught me how to work hard for them.
Yo,
what do you guys think? Like your, go ahead.
No, you're fine. It's all you. Haley, you didn't speak all this whole time, so you go ahead.
No. I usually let you guys do your thing, and then I'll chime in whenever they tell me to.
I got you. It's all good. Whatever. It's all you.
But no, I was just gonna ask, like, what do you think, like, your best game was, or like the highlight and like high point of your basketball career there?
For me personally, there's a couple for this one. For me, it was when I scored my 1,000 point. That was pretty cool. I didn't do that in high school, even though we lost the game. It's still cool just seeing all the. You got those like for me, I got like flashbacks of all the early nights and early mornings in the gym. Working out. That was cool for me personally. Another game. Those are probably some of the ones I scored pretty high. I think 36 was one game I had almost a triple double. That was one of my best games, I think.
Nice.
So I think my best game too. Unfortunately, we lost like with P's 1,000 point. We were playing Cabrini University, and at the time they were like ranked maybe 25th in the nation. And that game, I think I had my career high in both points and assists. I think it was like 25 and 12. And I ended up setting a school record for the most assists in games. So that was, for me, it sucked that we lost. But now that my career is over, I can look back and say, hey, it was a really good game. So that's probably my highlight.
Yeah, definitely.
So
one of you want to say, there you go.
So y'all both have your names plastered throughout the Immaculata basketball record book. Chap for assists in the season, assists in the game, P points in the game, steals, and his 1,000 points. So like when y'all hit these milestones, like P kind of touched on it, but like what's that feeling? Like how does it feel like when these milestones come about?
I think me personally, once you're in the season and like I can't speak on P's 1,000. Let me not say that, but when you set a record or you get a career high, I don't think you really had time to look back and like grasp what you did. But once the season's over, I really got to let it sink in, you know what I'm saying? And it's real special to me because that whole summer I put in as much as work as possible. I think I worked the hardest I ever did for my senior year. P at Testo, we were up before class, 6 a.m. in the gym getting better every single day. So it really felt like all that work that I was putting in, I mean, it paid off. So it was definitely a great feeling.
Yeah, to follow up, Chap, the only one that I really knew, was getting and anticipating was the 1,000-point one. Some of the other ones, like, single game records, you have no idea until after the game or, for the season. So for me, my dad would be the one that would tell me, getting them. So that was kind of cool for me. He'd track all my stuff and look back on it. That was rewarding too. Just having all those records, I like to, the records for a reason they're meant to be broken. So like the guys that were playing on the team this year, I try to go back and help them and help them reach my record, get past them. I want the team and the university just to keep going. So I think that if I continue to have these records more and more, it's not a good sign. So I'm trying to help, the kid Tyler, he's pretty good. I think he can hold a lot of these records. Brandon, like those guys like that, just they'll give him back. So I mean, a record is a record, and I always have it, and I always think I'm better than those guys. But I definitely want to see him be broken in the meantime.
For sure. You got something?
Yeah. When you go back and you see the young guys that's coming up behind y'all, like what kind of things do y'all say to them, or what kind of advice do y'all give them to like motivate them to like put in the same work y'all did to have them same results?
Yeah.
Want to go?
Yeah, I go. So for me, I just go back and I try to see them when the freshmen and sophomores, let them know like the story of you're not going to think you need to work out until it's too late. So I try to get them to be working out, to be eating good. Like a lot of these kids coming from high school, they're the best player in the high school team, and then they get to college and maybe they'll be their second, third, or fourth, and they don't think the work is hard. We're just trying to get the work ethic in them. It doesn't, for basketball, if you're only doing basketball, you should be doing it, throughout the year, summer, winter. I mean, obviously the games, it's spring, fall. You can't take no time off. So I just try to let them know to keep working hard, show them some moves when I'm up there. Not too many, but just a few of them. But I definitely like giving them back just to help. So I go to the games, and I know me and Chap went to both the playoff games. We went to a few other games too. So just seeing them, continuously grow, and like we talked about earlier, that's a family, and so I like giving back to them and just seeing them get better as the years go
on. The next one we had for you guys.
No, then you're not gonna let Chap go.
Yeah, you can't cut me off.
I pulled a you. I got.
I don't think she likes
it. No.
But,
No.
P said it all, man. I think the first stage is like as a player, when you see these young guys come up as freshmen, you're a senior, you're a junior. I think it was more for me, it was more trying to lead by action. I hope you guys see me in the gym working, even when it's not practice, see me in the weight room. It's easy to tell somebody what to do, but I think it's better actually showing somebody. Like for me, you can tell me whatever you want, but if I see on the court you're not doing anything good, I mean, I don't care what you're talking about. So I definitely try to lead by action, both in the classroom too and on the court. And once you graduate, it's nice to come back like me did and see these guys doing the same kind of things you were doing. I like to send motivational texts to these guys, let them know I'm always there for them. And it's pretty cool, man. It's like having a little brother with basketball. So you always want to see your little brother succeed no matter what.
Definitely. You guys have been like one of like our biggest supporters, Chap, for like the last 2 years, P, this year for sure. Even
even me, like I know I don't play basketball, but Chap definitely always is like giving me a little motivation about football and stuff like that. So sure. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
So let's talk about the trend.
Dang, bro, Caleb.
Oh, yeah.
Josh,
It's
I
Kayla's
swear to
turn.
God.
My fault, Caleb.
We just talked about this.
My fault, Caleb.
Yeah, God damn it, wait your turn.
Go ahead.
No, we just wanted to ask, like, what do you think the biggest misconception is that people have about playing D3 sports?
I'd definitely say the talent. I think when you hear D3, you think of mediocre basketball, but that's really not the case. I think there's definitely some guys and some teams that aren't really good, but the talent is always there. There's a bunch of D1 guys that didn't make it for whatever reason to come down and play D3. It's just good D3 basketball players all over the country. So I think until you actually watch D3 basketball, you won't get a good understanding of what the talent's like.
Yeah, I think Chap's exactly right with the talent and just, you still got to work as hard. You can't just go and show up for practice and games and, be good. You still got to work as hard as the Division II, Division I guys. So I think the talent and just still having to work hard is the biggest two things.
All right, for sure.
It's funny because
Now you
like
can go, Josh.
everybody think they D1 until they see a true D1 player.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Uh,
Let's talk about that. The transition into adulthood. Like I've seen you guys both talked about your jobs earlier. Can you just talk about a little bit about that? Like how hard was that? How easy, maybe? Anything you want to speak about that?
Yeah, so I think for the both of us, we both got our jobs through connections. Chap talked about earlier about with Jay's wife. The job I had was I was playing in the league back in Delaware, and the manager of this office was on my team. We just started talking about what he does, what I'm graduating with. So I think having connections through basketball, and then a lot of jobs, employers, I think they like seeing student athletes. Kind of like how we talked about, you're in the gym 6 days a week, you're going to class 5 days a week. You're holding those grades, you're doing sports, you're playing social. Like you can balance a lot of things at once. So I think personally, being a student athlete in any sport is a plus. I think it'll put you over the edge of just a regular student. Yeah, I think connections and then being able to show companies you're good at multitasking.
Yeah, P said it all right there. But just on the transition, I think what really helped me into, I guess, the work life was, again, basketball. It helped me build a nice little work ethic. So I got to radio. It was a challenge because it was something that's brand new. You can be in college for 4 or 5 years. Until you actually get to your job, I don't think you really learn what is really needed of you or what the job actually is. Like you just build skills in college. So learning how to do my actual job, it took some time, but I think that strong work ethic that I had for basketball and being able to have time management skills throughout college really helped me along with that transition. And I think I was lucky enough, the work environment was very welcoming for me. I think the youngest person on my team is probably like 28, and the rest are in their 40s. So it's kind of different being around a bunch of 18 and 22-year-olds in college and then going to work every day with grown men and grown women. So I think that was kind of a challenge, but I mean, hopefully you learn how to talk and be professional throughout your life. And if you got that, I think it'll be fine.
So what are some of the things that y'all have kind of picked up since y'all have graduated school and have been like kind of navigating through life now on your own and everything like that?
I think for me, listening to others has been like it sounds like so basic, but it's really not. I think growing up and throughout school, I was blessed enough to be very smart. So I was kind of a know-it-all. And it wasn't until I hit adulthood that I've realized I don't know a lot of things. So being able to talk to even my peers, people at work, my parents, I learned a lot about life through others. So having an open mind, being able to talk to others, knowing how to collaborate really helped me become more mature and I think a better human being.
Yeah, I think to go follow up Chap with, just listening better. I think to go along with that, just ask more questions. For my job, it was kind of like the people started where I started, and then they moved the way up, all the way up to the top. So just being able to ask them questions of, their first year and their second year, instead of just being shy and thinking you know it all, or not wanting to ask and not wanting to ask a stupid question. I know we all heard, like Chap said, some basic as listening, but just ask question. There's no stupid question, no matter if you think that or not. It'll still sound good to them, and asking questions so shows that you're active, engaged, and you're wanting to learn and you're wanting to listen to somebody else. So I think just asking questions is something that I've grown more over the past year. Like with my parents, family members that have been through the process of getting a job, finding a job, and graduating college. So I think just asking questions and listening are the two main things.
So, what do you guys think is your hardest challenge so far, like since leaving college?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Hey, that's a tough one.
We have the good questions around here.
No, I like it, bro. I like it. But I think now transitioning to being like a full adult, like getting my own house, learning about all the different expenses that I'll have. I think that's been a challenge. I'm trying to stop living with mom and dad and grow out and become my own man. So it's been a grind. There's a lot of things that I didn't know and needed to be a homeowner. So that's why I say listening was very important. And I think that's a big challenge, but I mean, I'm ready for it. I think in the near future, I'll be on my own. So I think that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah, that's a big challenge, just realizing, what's all out there. Kind of like how we talked about in college, you're in college, you're building up skills. Then when you get to the real world, it's the real world. You have no more class or nothing like that. So I think getting away from mom and dad too is something that's been challenging. Just, you want to be on your own, but then you don't want to do everything that you need to do to be on your own. So just taking, chunks or take it day by day and learn something new. So that's a tough question. What's challenging? But I think, just figuring out how to be on your own, really not have to rely on anybody else. It's something that I think a lot of people want to do. A lot harder than it sounds.
Another question is, as finance people, like, what do you think some of the most common mistakes are that people make with their personal finances?
Ooh, P, that's for you, bro.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that you need to have a lot of money to make a lot of money, if that makes sense. Like a lot of people can start off making 40 or 50K, but if you use the money strategically and put it in different accounts or different buckets, you can make that money grow or double by the time you save it for retirement. So it's 35, 40 years down the road. So if you just set it and forget it, I think that you could make 40K, and by the time you're 50 or 60, that $100, $200 you put into an account each month could be upwards of $1 million. I think people need to, like young people, I think should realize how the different ways of money works. Like they can put in different buckets and it grows different ways. So, a saying at my work that we used to say is, the biggest bucket of money doesn't win at the end of the race. It's the most efficient. So, that money pays taxes. I think a lot of people should know how taxes work, interest rates, things like that, I think should be taught into the classroom, some sort of way. But, finding out in the finance, in the professional world, has helped me and will help me for, the rest of my life. So I think people think you need to make so much money to afford such and such, but if you just budget properly and don't go crazy all buying stupid stuff or going out on the weekends, you should be fine with any amount of money.
Well, I think P said it all right there. But I'll just add, people need to know you need to take great care of your credit. When you're ready to get out on your own, you have to have good credit to buy anything, guys. So even in high school and college, don't just run up that credit card just because you have a $5,000 max and you know you don't have $5,000. So it's very, very hard to build up your credit, but it's very easy to let it drop. So when you guys want to be grown, make sure you have great credit.
So this one is a little more for P, but Chap, you can chime in too. Like if how would you kind of give recommendations to a person that's kind of trying to diversify their revenue streams and have multiple sources of income?
Yeah. So for different revenue and multiple streams of income, I think that's just like in the personality. So you can, work your 9 to 5 and then, or whatever type of job you do. And then on the outside, you always gotta be grinding. Like you can start a podcast up like you guys are doing, do something beneficial on the side. But I think at first you need to build up the capital. So, build up that money, build up the assets behind you, and then you can venture out in other things. So that one thing for me that I'm looking into is, like real estate, buying real estate properties and then renting them out. So obviously for that, you have to have cash behind you to buy your first one, then buy your second one. So whatever it is that, you want to do, definitely set a goal and set a plan. And, I think a good thing that I learned, maybe I could answer the question this earlier, but in the year, I think writing things down is really big. Writing them down and checking them off, having them in front of you throughout the day. So, you see them. A lot of people, including myself, like in college and high school, we would just store stuff in our head and then, at the last minute, remember to do it. I think writing things down is huge. Building out that plan, whether it be 1-year goals, 3-year goals, 5-year goals, 10-year goals. I think just writing it out. How you're going to get there? Maybe having like a vision board in front of you. With that, you're going for something, not just living day to day. So for income streams, I think it just depends on the person. But if you just think outside the box and spend time outside of your normal job, doing something different, looking to make a different type of money, there's definitely plenty of ways out there that you can do it.
Yeah, P said it all right there. Like, I think the only thing I could add is, just use your resources. I didn't really know how to build other streams of revenue, so I hired P as my financial advisor, and he set me up with a couple of things. Told me about some stocks and other things to get into. Google, you use your resources, man. You have an idea, find somebody you think that can help you with that idea. If you don't know anything about investing, go online, YouTube investing, and try to get in that. There's plenty of ways, and there's plenty of things online that I think can guide you to finding different streams of revenue. So use your resources.
For sure. P, this question's coming. You need the secrets to how to keep a good relationship, bro. He would
know, bro. He would know. That's a great person.
Secrets, bro.
There's not too many secrets. I think just, being faithful and honest is honestly step one. Any lie you tell, the other person's gonna figure it out either tomorrow or 5 years down the line. So they're gonna figure it out one way or the other. Just making sure that they're happy. I always say, obviously it's not my wife, but happy wife, happy life. It's a lot easier when your girlfriend or significant other is happy instead of miserable. Things go a lot smoother. I think definitely just having like open-ended conversations, honest conversations. Even though you're in a relationship, both of you don't have to agree on every single thing. There's always going to be, somewhere in the middle, or she's going to like something on the right and you're going to like something on the left, and you're going to have to come to an agreement eventually one day. So I think having those conversations, being bluntly honest, and just not holding anything back. If that's somebody you see yourself with down the line, just be completely honest and let them know, let them know the real you. Sometimes people put up an act for certain different people. That's definitely something that won't get you far. I don't think so. Acting differently around different people. So I would just say, be yourself. Like going back to listening, asking questions, and then you're just being honest and upfront, and telling them things before they find out another way. Like everybody's gonna mess up one way or the other. As long as you just let them know that this is what happened. with you with when we're at. So I think just being that honest person is those are just some of the keys, I think. And then finding somebody that you can definitely just kick it with and hang out. You don't gotta be go on a date, just just hanging out, laughing, watching TV shows. So somebody that can really be your friend, and then your girlfriend or boyfriend at the time. So
that might have been the most mature answer to that question I ever heard.
Right there, yeah.
But
you got me want to fall in love, bro.
This one is for Chap, man.
What's up,
Chap,
bro?
how would you kind of like recommend to the fellas out there that might not know, like what are some don'ts as far as like when they trying to get at a young lady?
What are the don'ts?
Yeah, because a lot of them think they know how to do it, but just tell them what not to do.
So number one, I would say just be yourself, bro. Females are good at knowing if you're trying to pretend to be somebody that you're not. So be open and honest, like P said, and just be you. If she doesn't like who you are, bro, then it was never meant to be in the first place. So I will say that. When you're shot, let's get into that. I would say you guys need to start being creative, man. I see a lot of eye emojis, a lot of haze and yo. Bro, if she's really attractive, she gets that all the time. So that's not gonna stand out in her DM. So try to get creative with it. You know what I'm saying? If I see a picture that she posts on her story, I might comment it. It had nothing to do with how good she looked. It'll be about the background. Like I just try to be creative with it and be myself too. I think I'm a pretty goofy guy. So I like to show females that side of me. So just be yourself, man. Be creative with it, and don't just get into it for looks, man. You need to do your homework, man. These chicks, just because they look good, that doesn't mean they're good for you. So make sure y'all young kings do your homework, be creative, be yourself, and rock out like that.
How do y'all feel about the dudes who be like doing like going above and beyond just to get the attention of a girl, whether it be like doing the most, acting out a character, like putting their friends down, like when the females come around, like changing up their whole act and things like that?
Bro, that's has to be the corniest thing I think a guy could do, man. Like I think me and P will both attest to just being yourself, and if you gotta put down your friend to get a girl, that says a lot about you, bro. Like it's not cool at all. Just I don't know. That's wrong, man. I don't feel that at all, bro. Like
it's just not a good type of person in the first place, honestly. They're about to change up just to get whatever they're about to get from that girl. So that's just not a good person.
Yeah, she probably not worth all that anyway.
She's no, bro. She's not.
They never worth. It's never worth it, bro.
Never in the history has it been worth it.
Like I'm sure we've all been in the room with the nigga that was acting weird when the females came through. Like it's not you, bro.
Right.
I know you.
Yeah, them dudes with Drewski did a little video about that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's corny, bro. You get clowned. That's what happens. You do stuff like that, you get clowned.
For
You're
sure.
not gonna get any girl that way, or not any good girl that way. We're going down. So
not at all.
No, don't do that.
But anybody else got any more questions or any last comments?
I think I'm good.
If y'all don't, I got some questions for you.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. First, Kayla, I don't even. We have never met, so
yeah.
Know you. So make this more of a personal interview. I got some questions for you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
How do you know Josh and Gee?
We went to high school together.
Okay. Y'all the same grade?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. What made you get into this podcast?
Well, when the original third co-host left and they were having issues with that, they said they were looking for a third one, and I was like, I'm not working right now, like I have nothing really to do, so I would love to join and like be a part of this and see where it goes.
Awesome. What's the best thing about being on this podcast, would you say?
Probably getting to like hang out with them, even though like we haven't like actually hung out in person to do this, but it's still fun because I haven't like actually seen them in a while. So I think that's
so you
fun.
guys are
And then,
real close then, huh?
mainly me and Guy, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. But for the fellas, how is this social distance podcast going, man? Like how do you like it?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, for me personally, like this is really like something that's really important to me. So, I'm gonna do whatever it takes for it to be as good as possible. Like, this is really like my baby. Like, this is my child right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I take it real serious, and I think it's going well. Like, our audience, I hope our audience is growing. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
But I think we putting out the content that we want to put out, and it's good content. I think we got the best new podcast out, and I'm not shy about saying it.
As you should. I like it.
Exactly what you said. Like, it's actually like fun every week to come here, figure out what we're doing like during the week, and figure out what we're gonna talk about on Sunday, and actually talk about it for like whatever, like hour and a half, 2 hours. It doesn't even feel like that long when we like talking. Like just now, we probably did probably like 45 minutes, 40 minutes, and didn't even feel like it. Like we're just talking and getting our. Yeah. I mean, we get that shit in the crib like every day. So
bro, that's why this is perfect. This is what we did in the crib, bro. So I'm glad.
Yeah, it's
to a platform, bro. So
exactly.
A lot of stuff it's really to talk about. Good content.
It's really therapeutic, to be honest.
Right.
Like,
I bet.
Just being able to have a platform where you could get your shit off and say whatever you want, like
it's dope, right?
Yeah,
it's really dope. And just as fellow black men, bro, how y'all holding up in these times? Bro? I didn't get to talk to y'all all about this. If we was in the crib, we'd have been chatting it up. So
we'd have been having these conversations. Yeah,
we'd have had some serious conversations. We don't got to get too deep. I just want to make sure y'all good.
Yeah, we all good.
No, it definitely kind of took a toll on me. I'm still kind of hurt about it, but we gotta keep on being resilient and keep on doing the most with the life we have, because those people that they obviously not here anymore. I'm sure they wouldn't want everybody else to pause and forget about what's going on account of them. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely going to keep moving forward and being great for them in their honor, and for everybody that came before us and everybody who's going to come after us.
For sure. You couldn't put it any better than that.
Yeah, right, bro. I think in these times, bro, it's nothing. I guess it's kind of some positives, bro, but I think it really helped me step up and become, I think, a better man, bro. Like, I'm out there protesting, posting information for all my fans to get a deeper knowledge on what's going on in systemic racism. Trying to get on school boards, bro. Like, I think it was a call to action and seeing what's going on so far. So
yeah,
I'm glad I'm accepting the call. So
for sure. It's really just all about us as black people, and even our white allies, just sticking together.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And just spreading the knowledge and just keep on pushing forward through all the hate, for real.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt.
Yeah.
You got any more questions for us, Chap?
No, I got one comment though, because I was watching y'all last podcast, right? And I just wanted to ask Kayla, like, how'd you end up paying for Bumble, Kayla? That's crazy.
Yo, everyone needs to stop fucking coming at me for this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come at you.
No, you're good. They just really came at me about it last week.
They did.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Flip them.
No, I don't know. I honestly don't even know.
Yeah.
I was gonna let it rock until Josh said something, to be honest.
Bro, I was never letting it rock. Come on.
You should just let her live, bro. Like,
no.
I was gonna let her live. But we really appreciate y'all, man, for taking the time out, because I know y'all got a legendary schedule because y'all legends out here. So we really appreciate y'all being here, man. Thanks for coming on, and y'all friends of the show. So if y'all ever want to come back on, you know what I'm saying, chop it up again, y'all more than welcome.
Oh yeah, bro, we definitely gotta chop it up, bro. Talk something more light, bro. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
NBA,
bro.
something different. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely got to link up soon,
I'll
man.
definitely be back. I'll definitely be back.
We got to link up soon, have some drinks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on here too, man. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us, y'all.
Yeah, it was
No
fun. It
Appreciate
was super fun.
Stay safe, y'all.
Yeah, y'all too.
Yep. Love y'all.
What's up, y'all? We are back. Thank you to Chap and P for coming on. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the interview and y'all learned a couple of things from the goats. You know, this week we wanted to kind of start. I didn't really want to start it like this week, but you know, shit keep on happening, so we gotta talk about it, I guess. Yeah, we definitely gotta discuss it. So over like the past week, week and change maybe, there have been at least 5 lynchings. Like 5 black people have been found hanging from trees in the past 5 weeks. I mean, not past 5 weeks, in the past week and change. And the cops are kind of like ignoring it now, and they are saying that it's a suicide, or they're investigating them as suicides. But anybody who has half a brain would know that it's no black person on this earth who would commit suicide by hanging themselves from a fucking tree.
Or anyone for that matter, honestly. Like,
yeah, bro. Like,
no.
I think people know like the symbolism behind hanging from a tree. Like, I think that is an insult to not only the people who were murdered, but also to the public's intelligence to say, oh yeah, we think it might be a suicide. Like, really?
You think that?
Like, come on, bro. Like, it's definitely some kind of cover up going on. I think
they said. I think I saw some earlier that they said like one of the cops was like a part of it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, because ever since the George Floyd video came out, and you know, all the protests been happening and everything, the cops they've been business as usual. Like, it's been like at least like I think 20 more police killings in the since the George Floyd video got released. So really nothing's changed. It might have got,
they've been like killing more people since this came out.
Yeah, like it might have got worse. So like, honestly, bro, I'm getting tired of it, bro. One day somebody gonna fight back, and I'm not gonna have a problem with it.
It's true. But the crazy thing is that they keep saying like, "Oh, we can't find the killers. We can't do nothing."
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. But they found.
The
do you see the thing where they found the looter who stole from the store from just her T-shirt
quickly,
or something like that?
Quickly from her social media,
like LinkedIn, all that.
They can find that, but they can't charge Breonna Taylor's murderers, which is also another issue I'm having, because Kentucky, Louisville, they passed the Breonna Taylor law, but still can't charge her killers. That's crazy. And her mom also has been asking for the warrant that they used to go into Breonna's house, but apparently that got lost too. It's all a lot of convenience going on right now. Like how you lose a warrant?
You don't.
They keep copies. They keep copies, bro.
And even if they did destroy it, like even if they did got rid of it, everyone knows who signs it off. Like all you have to do is find another warrant. And say the one
listen, it's nothing slow about the public, bro. Especially not right now. But like I was saying, one of these days, somebody gonna bust back on these cops, and y'all gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad though. I'm gonna be like, what did you think was gonna happen? At some point, people gonna start protecting themselves and doing what they feel is right. And I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I hope it don't get to that point. I hope we could get better before it gets worse. But I'm most likely wrong.
We'll see. We'll definitely see.
It's crazy. But moving on, I know y'all watched that video of the lady that
the McDonald's one.
Yeah, went to McDonald's.
You might have to
Bruh.
throw that video in here. Just
Yeah,
so
I might just throw it in there so everybody can see. But bruh,
like just hear what she said. Yeah.
old girl. I'm gonna describe
ahead.
the video to y'all. So this woman, this white lady, she is a police officer somewhere. I don't even know like where. They didn't say where it was.
Yeah, she just
But-
said some town, but like she didn't say like the
Yeah,
state.
some nut ass town. It was clearly a small town. You could tell she don't make no bread like that for real. For real, she was looking kind of rough in the video. But
So she's not making no break. Never mind. Continue.
yeah. You standing? Are you standing up for white women right now,
No.
Joshua? What is wrong with you? Take
Here
the
you
cape
go.
off.
Here you
You're
go.
standing up for
Whoa,
white
whoa,
women.
whoa. Oh, whoa,
Here
whoa,
we
whoa.
go.
Only white women
we're
I stand for is Kayla.
We're not doing this. We're not doing
Go ahead,
this.
Kayla. Snap off.
No, only white women I stand for is Kayla. But anyway,
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 please just continue.
so she said she was getting off of an overnight shift. She ordered breakfast food from McDonald's. First of all, who really want to go to McDonald's for breakfast, bro? Like,
This is
That
such a side note. This has nothing to do with anything.
That was her first
Explain the
mistake.
video.
Let's explain. Yeah, you beating around the bush, yo.
basically, so she pulls up and she gets to like I guess the curbside line or whatever, and they she get there and they taking a little while to bring her food out, and then like when they do come out, she says they only brought out her coffee or whatever, and I guess they probably me being a smart person I am, I guess they probably said it's going to be a little bit longer for your egg McMuffin, and she started crying because they didn't have her egg McMuffin ready by the time she got there.
Because she was basically like saying,
She said because she was a cop, she felt
thinks
like
that something like they're doing something to her food or something like that.
yeah,
And like she's scared to like take the food basically.
or maybe just maybe they just turned the machines on because McDonald's not making breakfast all night if you come in from an overnight shift.
And I was at Freddy's like a couple weeks ago before like everything. No, even like during when everything happened, and like I was outside for like at least like 15-20 minutes waiting for my Freddy's, like just sitting in the parking lot.
I mean, it's fun. Like, first of all, it's cool. Like if you the people who work fast food don't want to be there like any more than you want to just be coming from wherever you was coming from. So the fact that she assumed the worst of these people just because she got some kind of guilty conscience on her mind is asinine to me, to say the least.
I mean, I don't know. It's just the fact that she literally started crying and was like, oh my God, it's probably because like I'm a cop and whatever. And it's like, I'm sorry, but your video has absolutely no context of this having anything to do with what you do as a job. Like if you heard someone like make a comment about you or this, that, and the other thing, then okay, all right, then you have obviously every reason and proof that they're doing this because they don't like what you chose to do as a job. But there was literally no context of that, so there was no reason for her to make that assumption. Like that to me, it's like as much as I want to try and understand like her point of view, I cannot on this one because there was literally nothing in the video had anything to do with her being a cop. It had nothing
like
at all.
The little thing she had, the little whatever that is.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkie.
Did y'all see what she said at?
Even if I did see that, like, and I was working to walk through, not drive through, I wouldn't think that she was a cop. Like, she looked like I didn't even know she was a cop until she said she was a cop. To be honest.
Honestly, if it's early in the morning like that, I'm probably not even paying attention to what you got on. To be honest, like,
unless
bro, like,
Exactly.
she didn't seem like she was in a cop car or anything.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm not about to sit here and worry about what you got on, bro. I don't want to be here this early in the morning. Like, I'm just getting you your food and going about your business. Like, but at the end of the video, she was like, people don't tell me thank you enough anymore. What? Like,
But what does that have to do with the video and you having to wait for your
exactly.
fucking food?
And first of all, what have you or the people in your profession done recently to be thanked for?
Nothing.
Because we know what they've been up to. It's very public. It's not a secret that you know, as a whole, you know what I'm saying, they don't deserve to be thanked at the moment.
True.
It's, I don't know, man. People just be so entitled these days. And
honestly, to me, it's not even about that. It's literally just the fact that she was being over dramatic. Like,
very over dramatic.
You having to wait a little bit longer for your food, I'm willing to bet my next paycheck has absolutely nothing to do with your profession. It's
Not
probably
at all.
just because they were backed up early morning time, just getting their shit going. Like, McDonald's is usually always busy, especially in the morning when people are on their way or on their way home from work. Like, don't try and sit here and fucking try and cry in a video to say that, oh, they're not bringing my food out because I'm a cop. No, honey, I'm sorry, but that literally has nothing to do with it. Stop being over dramatic and just move on with your day.
They in there backed up on hotcakes. Like, relax.
Yeah, like, shut up.
I literally hate people like that. Like, I've actually like seen people like in the store like making a big deal about waiting. Like, people like cause commotion. I'm just in there like, you see how many people is in here, right? Like, I don't think people know how to read a room ever.
Yeah, I can't stand people that are constantly like, oh, this is taking too long, and you know, I have places to be. It's like,
no, you don't.
Okay, then fucking leave. If you really have that much shit to do, then drop your shit and go.
Peace out.
Because I don't want to sit here and listen to you bitch about it.
Not at all.
You're about to get on me.
I can't stand that shit.
So moving on. Josh has been doing some home projects this week, and he has been in and out of Lowe's. So he has some complaints for the Lowe's staff that he would like to make public.
So I was gonna come in here about the bash Lowe's, but I did go there today and had a better experience. But where this stemmed from, on Wednesday, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, I think, I went to go get paint from Lowe's because I painted this room, painted the walls, did the trim, everything, and the first color we got was way too white. And I was like, oh yeah, Dad, we need to get another color. So then my dad takes it back, takes it to get a new color. So I'm sitting in the line. The line's already huge because there's only one register open. They shut down self-checkout in the middle of like people getting off of work. So it's like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, like this long ass line. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking like, all right, my dad's gonna take the paint over there, get the new color, then come back. So then we're still sitting there. I get to the front of the line, so I'm like, oh shit. So you know how you ever been in line when your parents leave you. Even if you have the money, you like, I'm not trying to pay for this.
I'm not wasting my money on this shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting in front, I'm like, all right, you can go by me. I think I did this probably like at least 20 times to people. So I'm sitting there getting annoyed. Like, I'm sitting there looking at the last time my dad texted me. It goes 10 minutes, 15, almost 20. And I'm like, oh, like, what the hell is going on right now? The cashier tried to, like, come at me. She's like, you holding up the line. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm waiting on waiting on my dad. And she's like, all right, whatever. And then goes back to her station. So finally, my dad comes over. He's like, yeah, the guy messed up. And I'm like, what? And I go over there. I'm like, what the f is going on? Like, he like, yo, calm down, chill. You got to wait. I'm like, nah, bro. You just had me in line for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, are people just stupid back here? He's like, no, he grabbed the wrong paint. And I'm like, grab the wrong paint? Like, what is going on around here? So then we get the right paint, whatever, get in line, yada, yada, yada. I go back today. Obviously, the weekend people are much better than the people during the weekday because we found everything we had to find in and out. They had like all the cash registers open, so there was no line really. All the self-checkouts open, it wasn't in line. So It isn't fuck Lowe's. It's just fuck the weekend. I mean, the weekday people that work at Lowe's.
Josh was really being a Karen
Nah, I
and
feel
Lowe's,
that.
bro. He got mad at them for making a mistake.
What do you mean, bro?
How you gonna be mad at them for making a mistake, bro?
God, they should have made a mistake. It's their job.
You one of them.
I'm
They
not
gotta be
one of
perfect
them,
on the
bro.
job, bro. They
If
get
you-
paid
all right,
enough to
all
be
right, all right.
perfect.
All right, I'll give him the chance. Like, he made the mistake, right? But it shouldn't take you 15, 20 minutes to fix that mistake, bro.
Bro, you know, like when they do paint, like they actually gotta like make the paint,
Yes,
right?
bro. He made it in 5 minutes right in front of us. That's why I was annoyed, because it took him 5 minutes. Like, we watched him put the thing in, put the paint in, bag it up, put the thing on, and give it to us in 5 minutes. So I'm like, why is this taking 15, 20 minutes?
What did you have to do that day?
Me? Finish.
Yeah.
And I just came home from work. I was annoyed. I was working for the last 6 hours.
Work was bad. You had a bad day at work. Just say you had a bad day at
Bro, I
work.
never had a bad day at work. Never have a bad day at work.
Oh, all right, so I just don't understand. Like they just make it. They made a little mistake and they took a little long, bro. Like if you don't got nothing to do, bro, like you just got to let little stuff
I
go.
came in at 6, didn't leave till 7:30, bro.
What, Lowe's?
Yes.
Oh, you was in Lowe's for an hour and a half.
For like almost an hour and a half, bro.
You had to be shopping for something else though.
Bro, no, it was just paint.
Just to paint, that might be a little OD then. If you
Yes,
was in there
exactly.
for an hour and a half.
That's why I was annoyed, bro.
All right, I understand now. See, we need that kind of context. We need timestamps.
All right, my fault, bro. Well, now you know. And now you know why. And I was trying to get back home to paint, but I didn't get to because I had something in the morning I had to go to.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Like, I typically try not to get mad at people who work in stores because like working customer service is a little, it is a little hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. Like we all do it. So.
I know it's hard. I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't be in there for like a half an hour waiting on pay.
Whoa!
definitely
Which one is it? An
annoying.
hour and a half or a half
Bro, I
hour?
was there for like 30 minutes before, and then 30 minutes after, and I was in line for like 20.
Or I just had to make sure the discrepancy.
Bro.
Oh, all right, because you
Try to
sounded.
catch me, bro.
Yeah, bro. I gotta keep you honest, bro. That's all. That's all I was trying to do. But
No.
fuck you. Moving on to the next topic. We saw a tweet that read.
This one was funny as shit.
Yeah, it was funny. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta find it. It's in our group chat, right? Oh, here it is. It said some guy tweeted and said, "You bitches gotta understand, being a hoe stays on your record like a felony."
Big facts.
This is part 2 of the discussion.
Yeah, bro. Like this. I saw a lot of future memes in the comment section too, so you already know what type time niggas was on. But me personally, I don't think. I mean, it's definitely true.
Well, me and Geeb had this.
Yeah, we had this conversation before.
On the pod.
You had this conversation a lot, low key, like in life, but I know it's true, but I don't think it should be a thing.
Let's have Kayla's talk on it because they heard both of our opinions on it. So let's let Kayla go first.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard because it's like it most definitely does stick with you. Like especially if you don't move out of your area that you grew up in, like hometown area, because obviously there's certain people that we went to high school with, so like no matter where they go, we're always gonna be like, yep, they were a fucking hoe, like big time. Don't know if it's changed since, but that's all I kind of really remember about them. So like it definitely will always stick with you. I mean, I don't really think it should let it affect like your future relationships and stuff, but I feel like that knowledge definitely does always stick with you no matter what.
Yeah, that was my point last time. So basically, I think we were talking about threesomes, but like even like with this topic, if it's some girl that I know, then I personally know been with people that I know, I'm not gonna want to be with her. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me. Because if you've been with all my friends, how do I look like pulling up with you and be like, damn, like I got with her, oh, I got with her, oh, I got with her.
And
I'm
it's
just
like, yeah, so is the rest of the friend group and
I
the
mean,
baseball team, and like that's just not a good look.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be mad at somebody if they did do it. Like, if that's who you want to be with, that's who you want to be with. Like, I think people put too much into people's past. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a past, so like, I'm not about to sit here and judge you for what you used to do. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's established between us that, you know, like, we rocking with each other, and like, I mean,
that's not what we're saying though. We're saying like people that you know. Like, obviously, if it's like, oh, I go talk to like some girl from Jersey that was like, obviously I don't know anybody that she's been with. Like, so I'm not obviously not gonna care. But I'm talking about in your like close friend group or like extended friends, associates that you're around a lot or might be around. Like, you don't want to hear that.
I mean, I'm always gonna be respectful. I'm always gonna be respectful about it, and I just think, you know, people care about too much about what other people think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that
that's really all it comes down to at the end of the day. Because if you start talking to the girl that's been with all your friends, like, and you kind of take a liking to her, like, you can't really control that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, your ego gonna kind of course, it's gonna get in the way, because like, oh, she been with all my friends. But then again, you gotta think, like, you don't know how your friends treated her either.
That's true. But I mean, yeah, you're right. I don't know. I just couldn't, like, even if it was like low, like, I just couldn't if especially if I didn't know. If I knew coming in that like she's been with everyone, then I could probably be like, okay, like I can see why like they weren't with her. They don't care anymore about her. Like, I can be with her, but not like if she's like secret about it. I guess I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I mean,
I can see that.
Nah, I'm most girls are like very. I'm not gonna say most, but a lot of the time, girls will be honest about their past. Like, they're not going run from it if you ask them. That's what I've come to learn about like women and shit like that.
So
I definitely appreciate when, you know, a girl is honest, for sure.
So if your man's like with your girl, you would want them to be honest and tell you.
Like with my girl before, or like
and like you never knew or whatever.
If I didn't know about it, then like I can't get mad at her. Like, I'm not going to switch up all of a sudden. Like, the feelings that I've developed, they're not just going to go away because like my pride hurt about it. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. I think that like if you guys have that conversation though, like she or he, like depending on your relationship, whatever, like your partner should tell you. I know we're mainly talking about girls, so but like they should tell you if you guys have that conversation at some point. You really just should be honest with one another. Like,
also people grow too.
It just,
like they
change.
Definitely.
They grow and change. So like that whatever happened might have happened like a year or two ago. So like they could be in a totally different headspace now. Like it's really all about timing. Time and place for real is everything. So
yeah,
that's why I say like I'm not going to hold nobody's past against them. Like, and
I agree. I definitely do. I just can't. I just like close people that I'm with, like just my close friends, like close group of people, like teammates and stuff like that. I just couldn't like be with
unless you know, like you shot up a school or something. Like your past really don't. Your past, you feel me? Your past not going to really matter to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Or if you're a sex offender, we don't do those.
Oh my god.
Good transition. Just
okay, obviously other.
You see that? Who else but me?
That's a great assist.
Who else but me?
Speaking of sex offenders,
call me John Stockton.
Chris D'Elia, the comedian and the actor that was on the TV show You in the second season, he's been accused of soliciting or attempting to get with underage girls and like 17, 16-year-olds. for a while now, and a bunch of girls are coming out and like posting like messages he sent them on Facebook and Twitter and other such things. And I just wanted y'all to react to this. Caleb.
Bro, I just looked him up. He's 40.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a creep, bro.
Yeah.
He played the U role too well, bro.
Yeah, he played that joint. He
because it's true.
he looked kind of like that kind of boy though, low key. Like I was on Twitter one day and like I saw that he was like trending, and I thought like maybe he had a new special out or something like that because he kind of popular. I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you one joke that man ever told, but I click on it and I see like all these receipts from like girls who was like 17 and he was like in their Facebook messages like 16, 17-year-old girls, and like he was being persistent with it. Like some girl told him he was that she was 17.
I think I see one. He was like, "Oh, I like you. I want to meet up with you. I think you're cute. Like you should come see me and all this stuff." He's like, "I'm gonna be in the area." I'm like,
No, and then one girl, like one I saw, like the girl told him she was 17. So like that ended the conversation, and then like a year later, he was in. I'm getting a FaceTime right now, bro.
You might as well answer it on air.
You want me to answer it on the air?
Yeah, answer it on air.
I got you. You are being recorded right now. You called me during the podcast. So don't say anything that may incriminate you.
You called me.
I called you.
Yeah, that's what I just called you back. Like my phone just rang.
No, I did not call you. I was sitting here recording.
My phone rang with your name on it.
That's crazy. You must know another Geeb.
All right. Enjoy your podcast.
All right. Peace out.
Ooh, the attitude.
All right. So anyway, man's was being nasty in young girls' DMs. And
This
I guess now
will never understand.
Now, I guess everybody getting exposed now because we got time. But like, damn, like what is going on? Like, why can't you talk to John your own age, bro? It's some 40-year-olds. I promise you, with some 40-year-olds that look fire. Like, you might not know because you spend too much time at the playground.
Even like girls in like their mid to late 20s. Like, why do you have to go anything below that? Like, what? Like, I understand because a lot of guys, like, you know, they try to go after younger girls, but whatever. But why that young? That's my biggest question. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you have to go that young?
Even when you like in your like late 30s, 40s, like even like the early 20s, kind of pushing it because like because like in most cases, like what could y'all possibly have in common?
I mean, I think he's honestly just trying to smash. Like, that's it. Like, but like, why do you have to go with girls that young?
If you just trying to smash, the early 20s, I get it, but like, come on now, like you should know better than to be in a 17-year-old girl DMs. Like
exactly.
that's just
that
creepy.
Was gonna be my next point. Like, you can't get away with this shit. Like, girls might be like, oh yeah, I'll never tell, but if you're fucking creepy about it, and I mean, this is just weird in general in itself, that a 40-year-old man is in 16, 17-year-old DMs, like, they can take screenshots, they can send that to people. Like, you're on the fucking internet now. Even if you delete it, they probably didn't. Or even if they said that they deleted it, they probably took a screenshot first. Like, this shit does not go away.
Good. He played pedophile a little too good, bro.
Because he is one.
The crazy thing is that like it seems that like most of his friends know he does this too, and they just
like I haven't heard anybody come out and like defend him. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I haven't heard anybody defend him yet. So like if you I mean they probably getting into it too. Like the more we finding out about like stars and like they pastimes, but like don't you think it's kind of weird when people like get caught up and anything and like nobody comes to their defense? Like, come on now, like that don't even sound like so and so. Like that's not even how Duke get down. Like I don't like
Yeah.
nobody came to his defense, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody been
because they all knew, bro. That's why.
everybody been making jokes about it or being quiet.
Did you see that? Like they had like old interviews of like different like podcasts like talking about it or whatever, and they're like making jokes about it and like laughing at the end because like they know it's like true. Like how like we laugh about something if we know like something like if it's like inside joke basically.
Yeah, if we haven't like a discussion about us being toxic and we laugh like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
Exactly
get it.
like that.
I get it.
My thing is that like I don't know how people continue to stay friends with people like this. Like if I found out one of y'all were doing this shit, I'd be like, what do you need to do to go and get fucking help to stop talking to 17-year-olds in their DMs when you're well in your 30s and 40s? Like, you need help. So if you're going to keep continuing to do this, we are no longer going to be friends because I don't want to be associated with that.
That's the most
I can't
wild.
be friends. I can't be friends with nobody that's like doing no like sex, like anything closely related to sexual assault, rape, harassment,
Yeah.
anything like that. Like I can't be cool with you. Like that's not how I
Nope.
get down.
Absolutely
Even
not.
we gonna get you some help, but you're not gonna be my man's no more. Like that's wild. Like
Absolutely not.
I can't have that in my circle. Like no,
Nope.
that ain't it.
Not at
Like
all.
it's disgusting. You're sick, deranged, and that's just huh.
Big
I
facts.
just like that's really all you can say about it.
This is all you can say. Like
Yeah,
you
it's just nasty.
and all I say is like if y'all friends, you know the ones that are like this, like just call them out.
Yeah, bro.
You just gotta do better.
Like yeah, people will like, and they be sticking up for their friends. Like no, like you know your man's getting into the nasty.
Yeah, so if you know that they are, like, you need to fucking say something.
Exactly.
Or just stop being
Sure.
friends with
It's
them
definitely
altogether.
on you
Like,
as much as it's on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
like, how are you
Like-
just gonna know that that's happening? Like, you know it for a fact, and you're just gonna let it go? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Maybe like if it's one and they get accused, but you really like believe in your homie's character, then you can defend them. But like
Exactly. But if it's multiple people,
if it's multiple people, like
when,
at some point, like you might gotta step to your man and be like, yo, bro, like
that shit
you out
not
of pocket, bro. Like it's not cool, bro. I can't associate myself with you.
because that look exactly it looks bad at you for letting that shit happen.
Yeah, bro. I would never let no shit happen like that in my presence, bro.
No.
I got like that, like it's some crimes that people commit that like that's forgivable, but shit like that, no, not at all. Like I'm not even going to pretend that you could come back from that one. That's wild. So we gonna move on to the Black Excellence segment of our podcast. Who wants to start it off?
Not I.
I'll start.
Kayla, you want to start off? Cool.
I got y'all. Hold on. Gotta resituate myself here. Okay. All right. Okay. So my guy that I chose is Henry Louis Aaron. He's a retired MLB player.
Oh, Hank.
Yep.
All right.
So he is actually now a senior vice president for the Atlanta Braves. He actually broke Babe Ruth's record. He was only one of two players to hit 30 or more home runs in a season at least 15 times. He was actually inducted into the MLB Hall of Fame, and he has also received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He got that back in 2002, which I think is pretty fucking cool. And then from my woman, I have Crystal Dunn. She was on the U.S. women's soccer team, so she was on there when they won some of their world titles. Some of her biggest plays was when they were playing France, because her natural role isn't actually being a defender, but that's how she helped them score and win the game. And she was actually named one of the youngest MVPs in the National Women's Soccer League. And then in her free time, she actually tries to help speak out about the pay gap for the women in the professional soccer, which I think is fair because they have won more titles than the guys soccer team.
First of all, the women should definitely be making more than the men because the men suck.
Exactly.
But I think it has something to do. I think the pay gap has something. I might be wrong, but I read something that said that basically the way they structured their like collective bargaining agreement, like the women kind of fucked themselves on their deal.
Mm-hmm.
They still have time left on the deal, so like they can't renegotiate it right now. But when they renegotiate, they should probably like get whatever handled. But like it's kind of like they messed themselves over.
Huh. I didn't know that, but yeah, even still, like when they can renegotiate it, like if that is indeed like what the issue is, they definitely need to ask for a lot more money, because I don't really like watching soccer in general, but if I had to pick one, I'd rather watch the women's than the men's because they're just more fun. They're more interesting.
U.S. men poop, bro. I don't get it. Like, I feel like in men's soccer, like every country in the world is just so much ahead of us. It's not even funny. Like,
because we don't play soccer over here like that.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, soccer's more of like a Europe and
a Central America type thing. Yeah, definitely. Josh?
Oh, I'm next?
Yeah.
All right. So for my female, my fault, y'all. I got Maya Moore. So Maya Moore is a WNBA basketball player. In high school, she was named Gatorade Player of the Year, Gatorade Female Athlete of the Year, and McDonald's All-American. She then went to college at UConn, where she won back-to-back national championships in 2009 and 2010. The next year in the WNBA draft, she was picked first overall. And in WNBA, she won 4 championships in 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2017, along with various individual awards, including MVP. Since 2019, she stepped away from basketball to focus on social reform in the American justice system. She recently helped a Missouri inmate appeal his 50-year sentence. Then my male is Muhammad Ali. He was a pro boxer who converted Islam and became Muslim in 1961. He won his first heavyweight championship at 22 against Sonny Liston in 1964. In 1966, he was arrested for refusing to go to the Vietnam War and stripped of his titles and his licensing to box. In 1971, he was then reinstated, and the judge overturned his conviction, and he returned to boxing. He was a figure during the whole entire civil rights movement and all around. Great ass.
Yeah, they took his prime away for sure, bro. Like he definitely got cheated of his prime.
Definitely. He took 4 of his best years, and he still came back.
Came back. But you could tell, like, I like to watch old fights, and like his first fight back, you could definitely tell like he was like older and lost his step from when he was younger.
He was just out of shape his first fight. Like he was kind of heavy, like wasn't like the same he was 4 years ago.
And I think like later in his career, like he was fighting while he had Parkinson's too.
Yeah, definitely.
Like his Parkinson's was in like the early stages, like when he came like at the end of his career. And I guess nobody really saw it. So like that's crazy. Like he was out here fighting with like Parkinson's.
He a fighter, bro.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't.
All right, so for my male, I chose somebody who probably you wouldn't expect. But I chose LeVar Ball. I think that LeVar Ball is for all the loud stuff that people may find obnoxious. I think it's great. He's the father of 3 professional basketball players. Like, everybody doesn't do that. He kind of like built 3 pro basketball players. He started his own league. It didn't work out, but I think to have the foresight to like kind of start your own league and like go a different way as a brand and like build something for your family, I respect it. If it's positive and like and you fail and you try again, like I think it's something to be said for that. We still gonna see what happened with Jello, because Jello in the G League right now, so it's cool. But he gonna make it. Josh don't think so. We got $50 on Jello career.
Cool, bro. This is black excellence. I'm not hating on nobody.
Exactly. Wait, what we say by 2025? All right.
Huh?
What we say about Jello by 2025?
What, that he won't be on a NBA roster?
NBA roster? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Unless
definitely
it can't be, but the stipulation was it can't be one of his brother's teams.
Why can't it? Who said that?
Because yes, I said that in the beginning.
We're gonna have to call Jeff. I don't believe that. We're gonna have to call Jeff. But anyway. Anyway, yeah, and my woman, I did Felicia Rashad. Y'all know Claire Huxtable. I think she's definitely one of like the best actresses to ever live. She was the first Black actress to win a Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play. She has multiple NAACP Image Awards, and she had a long-term role on The Cosby Show, which earned her multiple Emmy nominations. And she's also the sister of Debbie Allen, who is Catherine Fox in Grey's Anatomy, another GOAT. So, very excellent actress, even more wonderful woman. Yeah.
She was right at my man Drake.
Huh?
She was right at Drake.
Oh yeah, she definitely was right at Drake in the In My Feelings video. But yeah. Is there anything else left to talk about this week, or?
Not
I don't know.
really.
I was out of touch this week. I was painting all week.
Yeah, painter man. If y'all need y'all shit painted, get at my man Josh.
This shit again.
You don't like painting, bro?
Bro, that's all right, bro. You come. All right, go ahead. Go paint by yourself, bro.
I like to paint.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Go paint a whole room, bro.
I have before.
Okay.
Anyway.
With help or without?
No, by myself.
All right, go ahead, Kayla. My fault to cut you off.
No, one, I was just trying to wrap up before y'all kept bickering. Two, I know in the group chat we talked about wanting to put out some type of feeler for the ladies to see how they would want to be reached out to by someone or asked out or anything like that. So I don't know if we could like briefly talk about it now, or you can edit this part out, whatever.
Yeah, we can talk about it right now because I think it's pretty short.
Yeah, I feel like we could just kind of put it out there, and then if anyone wants to, they can reach out to either any one of us or just DM the podcast IG, like in general, and like respond back to us and just see like how they would want to be asked out by someone, or how what was the other one? How guys can just like shoot their shot basically, or what they could put up on like their Snapchat story, because us girls will usually put up like a cute picture or like selfie or something, and then hope for guys to like chat it so that we can start talking to them. So then like what would be the guys equivalent? Like what do girls want to see up on guy Snapchat pages, or even maybe like an Instagram story? Like what would make girls want to like chat a guy and start a conversation with them?
You might have to cut this video out so we put it on our page.
Yeah, I actually kind of like put up a poll on Instagram, I guess, the other day, and like it was
that was about like getting work done though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like stuff like that. We wanna get feedback from people with stuff like that. But like, yeah, let me ask y'all like while we here before we wrap it up, like, Josh, like, if you had a girl and like she wanted work done and you had the bread, like you cutting the check?
This is like my check, like my wife, or like this.
Yeah, bro. Like, whatever.
You out of all people finally decided to settle down.
Jeez, why are we frozen out here? Calm down.
She's some type of important to you.
Because you a pain in the ass.
She all right, hold up. She's not leaving me. Like she with me. Like that's my ride or die.
Yes, bro.
Why
you gotta? It's your wife. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, then yeah. All right. Yeah, I would.
I would do it.
Yeah,
I would do it for. I would do it for a John that like I was just with at the time. If I had the bread, to be honest.
Sure.
It is what it is. If she leave, I'm gonna
like a sugar daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, my man James Harden be buying bitches Birkins. That's the level I want to get to.
He plays in the NBA. You don't.
Listen, I'm gonna touch a B before I die. You tripping?
Yes, you should.
All right, Kayla. Now the flip side of that question was if you wanted some work done, and your dude told you that he don't want you to get some work done, what you doing?
I mean, honestly, I'd probably just do it anyway. Like, if it's something that I want done, then, you know, and I have the money and everything to do it, then I'm gonna do it. Like,
period.
It's my body. If you really don't like it that much, then there's the fucking door. You can go. Like, I don't know why it would be that deep.
We love to see it.
Hell yeah.
Well, you know, we're gonna get into this a little deeper next time. As we post more of these questions, we definitely gonna try to like figure out and just see where y'all heads at and discuss some of the responses we get to these things, because I do think people's opinions on these kind of topics are very like they're cool to see like how people think, to be honest. Like I just think
we can even like read the responses and stuff.
We've done this before, so I don't want to see no music or none of that shit, because that's why we got away from it.
Yeah, like I definitely want to get back to doing like the Q&As, because it is definitely fun to interact with the people who actually listen. Yeah, for sure. So
I feel like it like makes us like closer with them, so that way they're like, okay, I'm actually like a part of the podcast
and like a part of like the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
So as always, this has been another edition of the Socially Distant Podcast. One more time, we want to thank Chap P for coming on here. Also, if y'all listen on Apple, try to leave a rating. I really don't care like what you leave, as long as you leave a rating. I know it's probably going to be 4 or 5 stars because that's how confident I am in our product. But that's kind of how we get like more visual as far as like being noticed and everything like that. So definitely like rate us and even leave a comment.
I was going to say comments definitely help too, because then if people are scrolling through seeing that not only do we have like 4 or 5 stars, but we have comments on it too, saying like, oh, like it's entertaining. They talk about all kinds of stuff and whatever. I'm sure that's what people want to see when they're trying to decide on listening to a podcast.
Also, new listeners, follow us on Instagram.
That's tough.
Oh, we got 6 ratings?
Yeah, we got 5.
We got a 5-star rating? That's lit. Follow us on Instagram at the Socially Distant Podcast and on Twitter at Socially D Pod. Make sure y'all tuning in, subscribing on YouTube and all that good stuff. And share it, man. Share the podcast. We trying to grow our audience, and the only way we could do that is organically. So that means if you listen and you like it, share it with your friends that you think may like this, man, because it is really important to us that we grow an audience, you know, and we want to be in touch with our audience, man. So
definitely,
this has been another edition. Peace out.
Bye.
Yeah.